Happy New Year. How y'all doing out there? It's day 2 of a new decade, a new year, 2020. And I got some news for y'all. Breaking news on this whole human trafficking thing. Hello, Evelyn, cousin. What's going on? So I'm going to try to get through this before my phone goes dead on me. All right, let me turn down my breaking news music. Because this is just going to blow y'all's mind right here is what I'm about to get ready to tell you. So, January is Human Traffic Awareness Month. And so I'm going to be bringing you the business the whole month of January, okay? I'm getting my show geared up on Sunday, Shine with Shondell, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So I will be posting information about that. I would like for you guys to tune in if you can on Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. But what I wanted to pop on here today and talk about is the 411 to all of this human trafficking business. And what I heard today is just so discouraging, but it's my responsibility as an advocate to bring you the news. So I was reading this article and it was talking about how Texas is like one of the largest hubs there is for sex trafficking. And next to Houston, Dallas is the second largest city. Okay? And what I want to make you guys aware of is that a lot of these people that are buying sex from these people that are being sold into sex trafficking are your neighbors. So these people know where this activity is going on. And this is the scary, sad, sick part of it, because it's like they don't care about the person that they're going to buy the sex from. They're just looking for the pleasure of it, right? And the story that was told is that these people are like your everyday working people with families. They're spending time with their families. Like they're not missing a beat at home, okay? But what is happening is they go out on their lunch breaks to these possibly apartment complexes or wherever, homes, or wherever these human traffickers are, and they're purchasing sex from these young girls. But here's the deal. The girls aren't getting the money, okay? The money is given to the trafficker. So these guys, they get up, they go to work, they have families, they provide for their families, they meet their wives for dinner, or whatever the situation may be. But during the course of the day, at some point, they leave work and they go buy sex from these human traffickers. And I say that it's very discouraging for me because it's just like, these are people that you possibly look up to, like the deacon in your church, your school teacher, or your somebody, you're a leader in a community. But they're going to these places where they know there's illegal activity going on. They don't care about the young person that is involved in this crime, because it is a crime. It's just modern day slavery. Slavery is just such an ugly word, to where now it's called human trafficking. Okay, and trafficking is just making a deal of something that's, you trade for illegally. So that's just a nicer term that they're using these days instead of slavery. And the ones that are targeted the most are the young ones that are running away from home, that are in foster cares, and the age are really teenagers. That's the bracket that these traffickers are looking for. From anywhere from 13 to and up. So they're really looking for young girls to perform these acts with these guys that come in and purchase sex. What is Adrian saying? Regular people, you never know who are these people. Exactly. Just regular people. And so they're not, I've mentioned this before, they're not the monster people that's walking around here that look like, they're criminals and everything. They have on suits, they have on business suits, they wear, nice dress clothes and that kind of thing. So we have to be aware that this thing could be going on right in your backyard. So if you live in a neighborhood, and a lot of times they're nice neighborhoods, people, don't be fooled by this, okay? Because of the fact that it is illegal, they don't really want to draw a whole lot of attention to something, so they'll put it in a nice neighborhood, an apartment, or something to that effect that's really nice and souped up, okay? But if there is a lot of traffic in and out of a particular house on your block, then that's something to just kind of, be aware of. They have these ring devices on the doors. I know my mom, they have one. You can see practically the whole entire block and what's going on the block. But if there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of different cars coming in and out of a house or a complex that you live in, it's possible, it's a big possibility that something illegal is going on over there, because that's how these operations are run these days. And what also is being done is little babies are being stolen for adoption purposes. Okay, so we just really have to be careful, be aware of our surroundings, be aware of the people that we allow in our space, that are in our lives, because what they tend to do a lot of the times is gain our trust. They gain our trust. And the fact that this thing that it was just so discouraging to me is that, you can have a spouse that is the most loving spouse ever, that will leave home, and you're thinking that, he is the greatest person on earth, and he is buying sex from sex traffickers in the middle of the day, and then he's coming home and getting in your bed at night and sleeping with you. That is scary. That's scary. And be careful of people that look like us as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're not all white people. They're not all foreigners. They don't discriminate. They black, they white, they Hispanic, they Asian. They don't discriminate against any race, any gender, because if you are in LGBT community, it doesn't discriminate against anybody. So I wanted to bring you all that information today. I'm going to be bringing you gobs and gobs more. I was also looking at a video where there was a tattoo on an individual that had, I want to say it was like real discreet on the body. And it was a money sign. A money sign. Which is a code that lets other traffickers know that this property belongs to this person. So I mentioned before, I think a year or so ago, beware and know what you're getting tattooed on your body. Just because you saw something and you thought it was fly or whatever on somebody else, make sure you know what that is, because that could be very dangerous for you as an individual, because if someone sees that and knows what that means, then that makes you a target now. And you weren't even part of this thing that was going on, but now that makes you a target, because it could be somebody following you saying, hey, I saw somebody that could be possibly belong to you, they went over here. So just be careful, people. Just be careful. There's a lot of this stuff that's going on nowadays, and it's just happening so much. There was, just in Texas alone, $99 million was made last year on human sex trafficking. Human trafficking, period. Human trafficking, period. Yes, elderlies are helping them, because there was this video, somebody was talking about how they're using the elderly to help to lure you into their traps. And they have like these little oils that they rub on your skin. It's like, smell this and see if you like this and if you like that. Look, if you are not in Macy's, if you're not there purchasing from a counter, do not, I repeat, do not smell that stuff, because what that is some kind of fragrance or something that they're going to use to knock you out. There was even a video that was going around at a Walmart here where they come into you in form of religion and all of this stuff, and their guys just like staged all around. So just be aware of your surroundings. They're asking people for money, or they're trying to get you to come to their religious service, or get you in. But if they see that there's something that they can use, anything, people just sit around and have nothing else to do but sit around and think about ways that they could trap people into this business of trafficking. It's sad. It's very sad, but it's so true. So we just have to be aware of that. I'm going to post the human trafficking hotline on this feed. Also, if you work at a beauty salon, or you're at a beauty salon and you're getting your hair done, And there are a slew of women that come in with one guy waiting to get their hair done. That's possible that it's very possible that those girls are being trafficked by this guy, because that's what they want them to look pretty, okay? So they're going to take them to get their hair done. They're going to take them to where they're going to look like somebody is going to want to pay to have sex with them. So they're going to look a certain kind of way, okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with that today, because there's so much that needs to be said about this thing, and so much that we need to be aware of. And I want you guys to share this video with everybody, any and everybody that you can, because this thing is very real, it's very serious, and I just want you to be made aware of your kids. Love on your kids. I don't know what it is nowadays. I know that nobody wants to follow rules. I don't even hardly want to follow rules. That's why I work for myself. I don't want to work for nobody else. I don't want to follow nobody else's rules. So, but sometimes we just got to do what we got to do, right? And kids are the same way. They don't want to follow rules. They want to do what they want to do. And so they feel like if they can't do what they want to do at home, then they're going to run away. And those are the ones that are being snatched, because they're out here on the street, nowhere to go. And so this is something that they easily are lured into, because they have nowhere to go. And if they are going somewhere, they're not going to be there long, because just like anything, people are going to get tired of you laying up on them, right? Exactly. So talk to your children. Make your children aware. Find out what's going on with them. Help your children, because we don't want these numbers to continue to rise up. We don't want these numbers to continue to rise up, because they are the ones that are really being targeted, the ones that or have disabilities and that kind of thing. They're being targeted. So talk to your children. Make sure they're good. Love on your children, because the thing about it is, once they get out there, what do? You don't know where they are. You don't know where they are. And the only thing that I can gather is these ones that's purchasing the sex from these people need to be the ones that's just helping with these stings and getting the police in there to arrest them all, so we can cut this thing out. And it's going to take a lot of work for that. But the ones that are going and buying the sex, shame on you. Shame on you, because these young girls, and this, these young girls, because the thing that what they said was, I don't want to know how old the sausage is. What? All they want is the pleasure. That's it. That's all they want, is the pleasure of it all. And once they get that, they gone. They gone back to their families. They gone back to their normal way of living until they want some more. So there you have it. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Y'all pray for me. I pray for you. Together, we can make this world a better place to live in. So y'all take care, and take care of one another, okay? Happy New Year.